Hi. Hi guys. Hi, hi, hi. Disclaimer, you are on camera.
Oh, I am?
I've been noticing that by scoping this, it's been helping me so much because I go back home and instead of just using the pre-recorded tracks that I've been using from like, I don't know when, March, April, May, whatever, you know, I'm using the video so I can see myself working with you that week.
Are you learning from it?
Exactly, that's what I'm doing. So it's just really nice because I can, you know, I can see everything.
That's an awesome thing.
Yeah, so I get to go home and just, I do it too, like that way, whatever we worked on this week, I go home, use that specifically, do it for the week, and then next week I'll use next week's video, and it seems to be working out quite nicely.
Awesome. And awesome. How was your week? How was your voice?
That's Bob Garrett, buddy. It was good. What happened? I had a good week last week with you, and then I had a couple sketchy days where my voice was just really, really overused. Like, I think I just used it way too much, singing, teaching, scoping, you know, etc., performing. So it got a little hoarse. So I took a day off on Saturday and just didn't use it, and then yesterday it felt a little bit better. There were a couple nights when I ate something bad the night before and I woke up and felt like I was going to die. So, yeah, just like 1 or 2 nights like that. And other than that, though, not bad.
And what do you mean by overused? Like how many hours a day, for instance?
Like, I talk all day, every day. You know what I mean? So it's the talking that's killing me.
Well, you have to realize that the support has to come with the talking, too.
I know.
And it's hard to remind ourselves of that, but it's really important. So what I do, and tell people to do, is put your hand here, and you can talk as softly as this, but feel this moving the hand. And then you can say, class, what I would like you to do tomorrow, and practice that, even if you're on the phone or something, talking on the phone or something.
Yeah, because doing the Albert Einstein gig, that's my choir. I do that every single day now. I used to only do it twice a week, so now I'm speaking over a choir and singing and doing warm-ups with them, you know, every day. So that's definitely adding to it a little bit. And then the speaking is just, you know, the biggest part.
Do you ever use the voice thing that I showed you?
I haven't bought one yet because I've been on the fence of like which one to get, because I have some people that have like these ear things that come down and it helps them hear themselves, and then they have the voice thing, and then I had you giving me that idea, and like I like the idea of it. And instead of yelling at my kids, I whistle at them. So like I have like a whistle and stuff, and just like try to really minimalize like raising my voice.
Sound of music.
Yeah, exactly. So so yeah, I'm doing my best to do things like that. But I probably, now that I'm back into the swing of it, I should probably invest in something.
I think you should get it, and they're not expensive, and you don't have to go for the fancy one. But I'll tell you, when I was recouping from all that with my doctor, and they recommended it, it helped me tremendously.
Yeah, I bet you.
Because I didn't feel the onus of talking all the... It was just, I could do this, and everybody would hear me.
That's amazing. I need that. I do.
Especially if you have a long day, and it's many hours, you don't have to even wear it all the time. You can do it half.
That's true. I need it. I do. I need it. Okay.
I say don't wait.
Just get it.
Amazon.
Okay.
They're all on sale.
Just a voice microphone, like just a rather...
Let me give you the name of mine.
Hi guys, thank you for joining. I'm glad you guys are here. What did he say wrong? What did who say wrong? Are you guys fighting? Are you guys fighting in here? No fighting. You guys have to be happy.
A-K-E-R. Acre.
Acre?
A-K-E-R.
A-K-E-R. Hi.
Do it. You'll be so happy you did.
Okay.
It takes the weight off your shoulders.
All right, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it.
Acre.
Oh my gosh, wow. We've got a troll on here who thinks that he knows better than you what to say. He says that you're not telling me anything that's going to help my voice and that you're not helping me at all. Well, buddy, this guy is the guy that taught Gerard Butler all of the American Horror Story songs. He's also worked with all of the, taught Gerard Butler all of the Phantom of the Opera songs, and has worked with all of the American Horror Story actors. So you can just shut your mouth and go, bye! Block party. Okay. I love when people think that they know what they're talking about. There's so many trolls on there, and they just always think they know what they're talking about more so than somebody else. And it's just like, really? Get on. Go on. Get on and teach me things then. Please. We would love to hear we'd love to hear it. And they do that to me all the time, you know? Like, whenever I'm teaching and I'm doing my voice coaching, they're like, there's always people that get on that are like, no, that's not right. Like, you're moving your, like, when I'm doing my, they're like, too much air is coming out when you're doing it, and they're like I'm like, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? How do you deal?
I don't. I just, to me, I just ignore it.
You just ignore it completely?
It's just not even worth my energy.
That's true. To me, I want them...
And I've been doing this since I'm 13 years old.
So you just have so much confidence that it just doesn't matter.
Yes, and now I'm having somebody tell me, oh no, that's wrong.
Yeah, right, like what? Okay.
Okay. You know, different strokes for different folks. I think people have different theories about things. I know that there are people who think that when you sing, you should push your stomach out. Mm-hmm. And if it works for them, cool. I just know that everybody I've ever worked with, I've done the opposite, right, and they're all successful. So
yeah, I mean, I don't
care.
I don't care either because I believe in. I mean, it was just a troll. That way, it was like the same kind of people that remember the troll that told me I was too fat to sing that popped up on there and said I was. Yeah, those kind of people. They you know, very knowledgeable and very, very productive, positive people.
It's like the people who like Donald Trump.
But but like, how do you, you know, because I know you've been in the public eye before. Like, how do you handle it? You just really just ignore anybody who you feel like they just.
Well, if I'm pushed into a position of explaining, mm-hmm, I will then be specific and say, this is why I believe, mm-hmm, what it is, and let me show you.
Okay.
And then they'll say, oh, so, you know, when I was in New York and studied with Rose and Sue, for years, I at some point said, I want to go to some other teachers. I didn't stop with them.
Right, of course.
But I want to go to some other teachers and find out what the other theories are.
Sure, just to kind of see which ones they...
What's out there,
yeah,
and, you know, you learn from that. And I went to like 4 other teachers, and none of what any of them said, mm-hmm, resonated with me.
Sure.
And that's not, I'm not demeaning them. They had their students, they had their
right,
successes and everything, but it's like a relationship.
Exactly.
Certain things just click.
And that was the funny thing, was he said nothing that's helping her. And I'm like, you don't even know me. You know what I mean? How do you know what's helping me? This has been a life-saving thing for me working with you. I mean, even every time I sing for Gavin, he's like, when I heard you sing a year ago and I hear you sing now, he says it is night and day. He's like, whatever Bob's doing, he's like, you guys are just, you know, because Gavin's got a really good ear coming from Berkeley. He's just like, you know, and he hears me every day in my little room, you know, doing my periscoping and, you know, my singing. And he just said it's like a 180. And even...
There's no question about it.
We'll go back and listen to songs that I've sung and recorded like a year ago. And I'm like, my voice is so tiny, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh. So, you know, talk about clicking and chemistry and everything. I mean, it's just... I feel like the way that you teach and the approach that you take, like I said, not against anybody else, but I just feel like it's the best one that I've ever seen, that I've ever experienced, and that I've ever had to work with,
Thank
you know?
you.
So it's just, it resonates with me. It resonates.
Yeah, it's just, and you know, my voice is as good, if not better, than it ever was because I'm doing this technique every day, mm-hmm, and singing every day.
That's what I'm saying.
And with her, I was just doing the heart song and I was belting high C's.
Oh, well, there you go. You can belt, I know, it's always amazing when I'm like having trouble belting the high C and then you just get it. I'm always like, oh, okay. No big deal or anything.
Hearing Ann Wilson the other night, one
yeah,
of the great voices ever.
Really? That sounds live.
It was Heart with the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra. So it was rock and roll with a full orchestra. It was just mind-boggling.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, audience went out of their minds.
Okay, here we go. I had tea, and it was all ready, and it was in my little thermos, and I had it, and it didn't come with me, and I'm really sad.
Neck rolls and breaths. Till then. Hums one note at a time, breath in between each note. Draw the straight line so you keep the sustain. That's right. Filling it up in the mask? Okay, good. Let's do or brr.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sit that there. Lip trills.
Second exercise, I see.
Nice. And yeah, just so you know, I'm not pregnant. Somebody just asked if I was pregnant. I know, you get a lot of fun people on here, right? Lots of fun people.
Wow.
But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We got 8 really good people in here. But yeah, if you're doing the exercise right, you do want it to appear that you're pregnant. Take a deep breath in. Looks kind of like I'm maybe a couple months along, and then it goes right away. There you go. Hey, what's going on? All right, so let's do it.
No to no.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
There's a little grab from here on the breath. So be careful of that. If you want, you could put your 2 fingers there and prevent it. Because sometimes if you're not seeing it, you're not knowing that that's happening.
Right.
5, 6, 7, and.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
One more. How's that feel?
Good. But I didn't get to the C, did I?
You could, if you want to try for it.
I do. Oh, you want me to just do one?
Now you're up to the C.
Okay.
But that lifting instantly gets you in the mask of the voice.
Right,
So if you feel like you're on an uphill battle to get a note, lift the nose, memorize the feeling, and then you can repeat the same feeling without lifting the nose.
Did you eat cheese?
It's fake cheese.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you eat cheese before my lesson?
It's called fake cheese.
Really, was it made of like soy, tofu cheese, soy cheese? Okay, cool. Love it. I love it. I was looking at it, I'm like, that looks like string cheese.
Made from vegetables or something.
Yum. I love vegetable cheese. It's my favorite.
He, drop jaw to the high note. He. Show the arm out.
Sorry, really scratchy. So I have the tea every morning, and I didn't have it today, so I forgot it.
One more time, take a big
Keeps you
deep
going
breath.
back down.
Don't sing, just take a big deep breath, blow it out. Now repeat the same exercise.
Can I go fast? was not my best week.
Remember that you're putting this together, the support, with that drop jaw. Hey! See that you're really molding and sculpting that sound. And if it's not working to your best sound walking, lean forward and look through the knees.
Hey!
Think of that pole vaulting going over the pole. Hey!
Hey! Feels very tight today. I'm not gonna lie. It feels very tight.
Lean forward and see if there's any difference. 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a little harder to visualize going over a hurdle because I'm upside down, but
Yeah.
But it does get it up there, you know, where it needs to be.
Maybe lifting. Hey!
Hey!
That works.
Okay. That worked. Face. That's the one. It's the one.
Process of elimination.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you find out the thing that you can always rely on, and that's everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do coup. How many?
Let's do 5. I don't know why you asked me how many, because it really just depends on the day, and I don't know.
Well, that's what I have to know how many to play.
Oh, that's true, I know. But I'm like, let's start with 5, and then we'll just see what happens.
5, 6, 7, M.
Try 6. I was waiting for it. There we go. Whew.
Gotta have the resolve. Gotta have
I
the
know,
resolve.
seriously. When you hear it, it's like, I'm like, fix it. Okay.
Okay,
So.
let's do Nifio Passaggio.
Cool.
Remember that the crevices in your cheeks, you can sometimes check to see whether you really are fully forward by putting your 2 fingers there. So that it's completely forward.
Okay. No, I'm not pregnant.
But I will be.
Maybe I will be soon.
Lift the nose. Extra support. Individual nizz. Perfect.
It's hurting. It is hurting a little bit.
Can you lean forward on that? Now do. Hey!
Hey! Hey!
I can see this grabbing.
Yeah, it's really hurting today because this one is the hardest one, anyways, like you said. And whenever and it comes from like way in the back here. So whenever I'm like having trouble with my voice, this one hurts, and the head is the first one to hurt. These 2.
Well, you've got to diminish this from pushing.
Okay.
So, if your 2 fingers are there and you feel it, that grab,
Okay.
you know you're pushing. Here it's a little scratchy.
Yeah, I do.
That was better.
I know, but it's still, I can't get it past that feeling. I'm used to feeling like this freeness there, and I can't, it's like tight. It feels very scratchy and very tight.
I know, I can hear it.
I don't know what to do.
You've got to diminish this pushing. Are you supporting? It's better with the support. Turn it a little slower. Yeah, your brain is now deciding that you're going to grab from that today, so let that go.
Okay.
Let's do where.
Okay.
Where. No.
Oh, that one kills me.
Yeah.
No. That one's like a killer.
Okay. One more. How's that feel?
It feels better.
That's much better.
Yeah.
So sometimes if the exercise is not landing correctly, let it go for that day and move on to the next exercise. Because what happens is once we don't hit a note the way we want to,
Right.
our minds tell us that we're not going to.